Ladies and gentlemen, I'm reading you a couple of articles now. The New York Times, Trump claims he declassified all documents in Mar-a-Lago. CBS News, Trump said it was all declassified. NBC News, Trump says he declassified Mar-a-Lago documents. Then The Atlantic, not even the president can declassify nuclear secrets. Here's the problem for Democrats and media. He doesn't need to he can't declassify nuclear documents himself. He needs the Secretary of Energy. The Secretary of Energy is a very staunch, very, passionate supporter of President Trump. So he already has the Secretary of Energy who would have to testify that certain documents weren't declassified. Furthermore, there was no intent to utilize boxes to circumvent anything. Clinton had servers with top secret intelligence for 4 years. She transferred classified data onto servers for 4 years because she had her foundation. And Comey said, well, we're not going to prosecute because no reasonable prosecutor would find intent. So Comey went to bat for Clinton, like the Bureau usually does, sides with the Democratic Party, and said, well, we can't push for an indictment of Clinton because no reasonable prosecutor would indict somebody who had servers for 4 years that even President Obama didn't know of, with classified and top secret and special access program intelligence, and by the way, a dedicated team of people. All Trump had was a bunch of boxes as a former president. So, number one, he had the Secretary of Energy and his Department of Energy almost certainly declassified whatever it is Democrats think he has. So if he has any documents, they're not like launch codes or anything. If he has any documents linked to nuclear armament or nuclear issues, it's called restricted data, and he'd have to get that declassified for him at the Department of Energy, which he almost certainly did. Okay, and in the bizarre, let's say he didn't for some reason, then Comey or Wray now would have to prove that there was a specific reason. There was an intent to commit a crime. Now, technically, you don't need intent, but that's what the DOJ under Loretta Lynch and the FBI under James Comey stated with Clinton. She obviously intentionally wanted to circumvent laws, break laws, in order to hide her communication from President Obama and from the United States government, and mainly from the American people. Of course, President Obama knew. So there was tacit approval given to servers that were set up outside of the U.S. government so Clinton could hide her information. Because half the information, or a good part, had to do with her foundation, as hundreds of millions of dollars flowed into the foundation. That's why she had the servers. It wasn't for convenience. She wanted to hide her communication. Hit subscribe, by the way, to this channel. This is a very, very important point. Okay, we're almost at 200,000 subs, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to read my writing in The Hill, the Huffington Post, Salon, the Jerusalem Post, the Federalist, other publications, go to hagoodman.com. If you want to support this channel, my Patreon is below. If you want to give super thanks, the super thanks button is below next to the like and the share. And, just share this segment, subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel, and become a member of this channel as well. But we are moving, and it's because of you. We're almost at 200,000 subs, and I want to thank you. No intent, and he declassified everything. And there was no intent to commit a crime. They're desperate to get him. They can't stand him. They're desperate. They just want to get Trump. That's it. They don't care about the rule of law. They just take it and shred it up and rip it apart. They keep talking about the rule of law. Then you should have indicted Clinton. And by the way, I want a Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump 2024. So I pray every day that Hillary's the nominee, just so every morally superior, wonderful, highly educated, almost always apoplectic Democrat can say, oh, vote for Hillary again. Because I think that Trump will defeat Hillary again. I think that she'll be the nominee because it's almost certain. If you look at the October Durham probe trial with Danchenko, the Steele dossier subsource, it's almost certain that the quote-unquote informant had ties in some way to Hillary. And I talked about that in the segment prior to this one. It makes no sense. The FBI was already at Mar-a-Lago in June. They gave him a thank you note, according to the Wall Street Journal. According to the Wall Street Journal, they gave him a thank you note. So it makes this doesn't make sense. I thought that he tried to overthrow democracy. Remember with Kinzinger and Cheney? They said he organized a plot to overthrow the United States government. Okay, well, that they lied about that. Then they said he colluded with the Kremlin. They lied about that. Then they say his tax returns were the epicenter of criminality. They lied about that. And then they said was Stormy, and now Avenatti's in prison. And so they can't get this man. It's like if you don't like his personality, get over it. So I want record highs in household median income. We had a great economy under Trump, a record low in poverty. We had a GDP that's growing. Now we have a recession, and top economists, Nouriel Roubini, Jeremy Grantham, Michael Burry, they're all saying that the sky is going to fall and the economy is going to tank into perhaps not just a prolonged recession, but it could be much worse than that. And I'm obviously on a microscopic scale, I've been stating this since September and December of 2021. So Democrats need something. It's like a typical public relations stunt, and they got privileged information. So they got attorney-client privilege information, which was another, almost certainly another goal of the raid. So they know they know, half the country knows that Democrats, Garland, mashed potato brains Joe, they're using the federal government against Trump yet again. It's not fair. If the Federal Bureau of Investigation goes after Democrats and they actually go after the homes and search for information, so if they went after Hunter, if they went after Hillary, if they went after other Democrats, it'd be different. They don't do that. And they actually committed crimes. But Trump did not. They still haven't found an actual crime Trump committed. You know that Clinton transferred with intent to commit a crime, top secret and special access program intelligence on private servers to hide communication for 4 years because there was the foundation and other things. Okay, you use a private server to ensure that your employer or anyone around you doesn't know what you're doing. The intent is to hide. Okay, there was when Comey said there was no intent. He was actually talking about Trump years later, if indeed Trump had classified data. Furthermore, Trump's a president. He's a former president. Okay, President Obama allegedly didn't even know about Clinton's servers. He learned about it from CNN. So that's how Democrats learn about everything. Oh, we didn't know, it was CNN. But they know. they give tacit approval. They set up and frame Trump. They know. They're not stupid. And so with Trump, it's not like he's packing those boxes. Like one of the people in the comments section, he made a wonderful comment. It's not like Trump's packing those boxes himself, okay? He's not like, these are the best box of all, it's the best box in the universe. He's not packing the boxes himself. He has a team of people that are packing boxes and he's leaving. Then he's with the Department of Justice. He's already sued the National Archives for the Kinzinger and Cheney Commission. So he's already suing them. So he had a team of people pack the boxes. Okay. There are probably letters, maybe photos, who knows? Okay. It's different from like a dedicated server and a team of people running servers without the firewall of the U.S. government, of security, within U.S. government networks. And he also didn't find a creative way to transfer classified data. That's the issue. With Clinton, her team found some kind of some kind of technological or cyber way to transfer classified data from the United States government onto her servers. Trump didn't do that. He was leaving boxes. It's like you're leaving an apartment. So they're after him. And notice the most hilarious thing about all of this is the FBI gave him a thank you note. And that's according to the Wall Street Journal. And he was these are boxes, okay? These are boxes. You'd have to break into Mar-a-Lago and get the boxes. And it's a lot different from Clinton using her cell phone in 2009. with servers outside of the U.S. government. Anyway, give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel. No intent. And also, he declassified everything. Give me your thoughts. Thanks so very, very much. I'll be back in a couple of hours. Thank you.